Hey guys, I am coming to you with a really quick message just to put some food for thought in you guys' heads, because I know that I'm probably one of the few people who are attempting to do this, and I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this for anyone's support. I'm not doing this for any of that. My messages come to you guys basically to enlighten you, and basically to make sure that everybody out there in this world is making sure to be a positive person, a positive light, a positive reflection of the outer look of what they want either the youth to become or people who are lost already in the world to become, to be better. We should be promoting where people can step up to the plate or step up to their own plate and be able to look at themselves in the mirror, or they can actually be in love with what they see instead of shunning away or being afraid to look at what they see. And the only way that they can look at what they see is by wearing makeup or having flashy jewelry or whatever it is that someone feel like they need in order for them to feel like they are validated by someone else, by needing some type of monetary value added into themselves in order for them to feel good about themselves. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I don't feel like what I do is for me to make anyone feel bad about themselves or the decisions or choices that they made. I just feel like people need to be realistic and honest with themselves about the real reasons why they were here and brought here on earth. And then a lot of reasons why we were all placed here on earth was to have high value of our own self, within our own self-worth, of what we think of ourselves on a higher level. Where many of us have been through so many different traumas, whether it be childhood traumas while we were teenagers, traumas while we were young adults, as well as going through adulthood in general, just maturing, all of that, different stages of our lives. We have many things that come into play that makes us tarnish our character or tarnish the image that we see when we look at ourselves. But I need you all to understand and remember that it is the self-worth that you feel within yourself, and knowing that you are of importance, no matter what people say about you, no matter what you've been through in life, no matter what people have done to you to try to bring you down. You cannot allow anyone to make you feel less than. You cannot allow any situation, no matter how traumatic it is. And I know so many people can say, well, I was raped, well, I was beaten on, well, I was abused mentally, physically, emotionally, well, someone manipulated me, I was dating a narcissist, my family fucked me over, my friends crossed me out and stuff like that, or the justice system, they're against me, the justice system want to bring me down, the justice system has held me back, my economic status and my family doing drugs, or my family not having a lot, or me not coming from a lot has been the reason why I failed in life, or the reason why I haven't been able to do better, or the reason why I don't have self-worth for myself, or believe that I can be more than, and this is my situation and this will always be my situation. The mental blocks that we place on ourselves are brought on us by ourselves, as I am saying, by ourselves. The only reason why we're in the situations we are in is because of you. It's because of the way that you're thinking. And when you get out of those mental constraints and actually look at yourself and really, really evaluate yourself and allow yourself to see the point that where you are at, whether it be you wearing a false mask, or living in falsehood of beliefs that has been placed on you, or beliefs that you placed on yourself. You have to get yourself out of the way of thinking where you're hurting yourself. You want to be an example, not only for yourself, but for people who are coming up after you. In order for us to be able to be a great leader, we have to inspire others to want to be leaders as well. And in order to be that, we have to be the example of what we want others to see and to be. And a lot of things that we have out here on social media, the thing that you're viewing me on, whether it be a vlog, whether it be a short, whether it be a clip, or whatever it is something that is being brought to you through a phone or through a camera lens, where your perception of me is going to be whatever it is that you are thinking based off of your beliefs at this present moment. So at this time, you may not accept this video that I'm making. You may not believe that what I'm saying is realistic, or that is true, or or even if you do find it as truth, maybe you might perceive it as negative. Maybe you might take it and say that I don't know what I'm talking about or any of that. But a lot of the things that all of you have been through, I've been through myself. I've suffered from neglect. I've suffered from abandonment issues. I've suffered from child abuse. I've suffered from domestic violence. I suffered from prostitution. I suffered from lack of having self-worth and being able to love myself. I've suffered from everything that you could possibly think of in order for me to have this viewpoint of what I'm having. And there's nothing in this world that I have not been through. I've been through so many things: car accidents, being homeless, not having things, to having many great things. I've been able to travel and things like that. I've had many great friends and been at many great heights in my life, as well as many low lows in my life as well. And a lot of the times where I got to, the places that I got to, was because I associated myself with the people that I was around. It was me who accepted those invitations. It was me who chose to go around those people. It was me to do the acts that I committed and did. It was me who got myself into the situations that I had to get myself out of. No one could get me out of those situations besides myself. Me believing in myself. Me calling on myself to say that I need to get my stuff together. It was me who knew that I had to be a better example, not only for myself, but for my children. And not just because I have children, but for other people's children as well. Because other people see you when you're out in the world, when you're walking around, or when you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. There's always going to be someone paying attention to you, whether you see it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether people is around or not, whether you know it or not. There's cameras all around this world in different places, in the ground, in sewers, on light lamps, on the street lights, on people's cars, on people's businesses and buildings. There's cameras everywhere that's constantly watching you at all times. So whether you're walking down the street by yourself or you're not, there's always something, a bird's eye, that's watching over you. There's even drones in the sky at this present moment that is being input inside of birds in order for birds to watch you as well. So there's always something that is watching you, that is seeing what you're doing, and you're gonna be judged based off of the thing that you do. Just like those videos where the police, they release videos of someone doing something crazy or something stupid. Someone within that specific entity released that video, either because they found it to be funny or because they wanted to ridicule you and humiliate you. But for some reason, it was put out there because they thought that other people should see what's going on. You're always going to be ridiculed. You have to be able to accept those ridicules and be able to move past it. And even if it's not in a negative way, it's like if you're doing the good deeds and you're putting out good into this world, there's also going to be people who praise you. There's also going to be people who applaud you and things like that, who says job well done. But you don't always go out here and expect people to admire the things you do or respect the things you do. You have to respect yourself enough to know that whether other people are judging me in a good or positive way, as long as I'm doing my best and putting my best foot forward, that's all that matters. Stop being so much in your head to where you're caught up in caring about what other people think, in a sense of, if I do this wrong, if I do that wrong, what are they going to say? Everyone in this world makes mistakes. We were all put here in this life to have life trials that are meant to help and teach us about life lessons and experiences in order for us to be a better person, and in order for us to step into the calling that God created for us and the plan that He made for us and God has made for us when we were leaving the spiritual realm, when we were placed inside of our mother's wombs. So we all have a purpose, and when we were placed inside of those wombs, God created you with a specific genetic makeup and a physical makeup in order that He felt was going to be and she felt was going to be perfect for him and for you. And it was meant for you to look a certain way because God felt that that was the way that was going to help you specifically or make you to be a better person. Whether your looks, you accept them or not, they were meant for a reason. They were given to you for a specific reason by God's design that He felt like was going to help you in your life. Okay? Some people were are born to have a certain look because God want to protect them from other people. He knows that he knows your life before you know your life. He knows that if he give you a certain look, maybe with the type of heart that you have, you may be hurt if you look a certain way, if you're too beautiful or if you're overly beautiful. So maybe with the type of heart you have to have different kind of looks. You have to have a look that may be unattractive because the calling that you have on your life may be a specific one where God don't want you to be noticed at the time, and he want other people to be able to see you for your heart instead of see you for your physical looks. Where some people, they have such bad hearts where they end up getting very beautiful looks, but it's like they're going to be judged just because and it's meant to teach people and to tempt other people and to know and learn themselves that just because someone has physical beautiful attributes does not mean that it make them a beautiful person. The life experience is the way that you learn from those experiences and master those experiences, and how you deal with those experiences is what's meant to conform you to be a better person and meant to shape your mind into you being a person that is able to go out into the world and be able to shine your light into other people and to make their lives better and able to help them with life experience that they're getting ready to face, so that they know how to face them or counter attack them when something arises or comes up in life. So for all you youth, this video is really for the youth, but it's really for everyone as well. But I'm specifically at this moment talking to the youth. For you, all of you youth, if you find this video, know that you are enough. Know that no matter what anyone says about you, you are who you are because God designed for you to be that way for your specific reason, for your specific calling that you're going to walk into in your life once you discover what that life purpose is for you. And no matter what other people say about you, no matter what other people try to do to you, remember that all of those things are meant to be set up for you in order for you to master them, in order for you to learn how to protect yourself, in order for you to learn how to guard yourself and guide yourself through the walk of life that you have to walk. And that walk of life will pertain to and end up being ultimately by yourself at certain moments. There are going to be moments where you won't have friends always around you. There's going to be moments where you won't have family always there for you, able to guide you and walk with you. But as long as you're dependent on and having faith in God and knowing and having faith in yourself and knowing that no matter what obstacle you have and face, you'll be able to get through that as long as you know that and you say positive affirmations and you say positive things and speak positive things into the universe. You speak life into yourself, and positivity and life will be added unto you. If you speak negativity over your life, and that negativity will attract and be attracted into the universe, well, it will come back to you. So be careful about the things that you say. Be careful of the mindset that you have and the type of negative things that you think. Do not go into this world believing that the things that you see on social media, whether it be music videos where it's about rapping and things like that, where people are saying how drugs and how guns and liquor or alcohol, or should I say alcohol, and all of these different things are okay. Percocets, fentanyl, lean, marijuana, all of those things, smoking cigarettes, vaping, any of that, none of those things are meant to add life unto you. It's meant to take life from you. It's meant for you to never grow up in order to be a better person. It's meant for it to destruct your mind because your minds haven't reached their fullest capacity and won't reach their fullest capacity until you reach over 21, in order for your mind and brain to be fully developed, in order for it to be hard enough, in order for it to obtain and retain the information that you're meant to have for your lifetime. So you're going through a study right now, and if you haven't reached over 21, you're going through a test trial at this present moment in your life in order for you to gain the information and the experiences that you need. Is basically like a pre-trial to get you prepared for your adulthood in order for you to get to your real life stages and really take on what you're supposed to be taking on and doing what you needed to do. Do not look at these social media videos and all of these vlogs where it's talking about gold digging, it's talking about having what type of all these toxic relationships, where it's talking about how bad people who argue a lot is meant to be, or that it actually, if they can stay and ride through those situations, that's the type of relationship they're supposed to go in and be in. Those are not the type of relationships you are all supposed to be in. It's just that so many people trauma bond, which is like a situation where you end up in a bad, you both end up in bad situations, and you need someone who basically can relate to your situation in order for them and you to be able to get along for that moment. But once you both get past it, or one of you get past it, then the other person who gets past that situation will leave the other person who they're with, because those are people who they're not meant to be with. Those are people who are a part of your karma in order to help to teach you and mold you into the person that you're meant to be, and to teach you the type of people who are not meant for your life. So never get caught up in a situation where it's bad for you. If someone is putting their hands on you, talking down to you, or anything that is not making you feel good about yourself, then those people are not meant for you. They're not meant for you to be around, whether it be family, friends, schoolmates, any of those things. If anyone is talking down to you, or trying to put you down or make you feel bad about yourself on a consistent basis, then that, or constantly, those are people who are not meant to be in your life. And no matter how much you love them, there's going to be many people that are placed in our lives who will grow to love based off of our heart and the kind of heart that we have. But not everyone in this life are going to have the same kind of heart as you. So be careful with the people that you choose to consistently give to, and constantly give to, and give out to, that's expecting to receive without giving to you. Those people are trying to take you down and bring you down to their level, or keep you down at their level, so that you never make it to your life purpose, so that you end up self-destructing and hurting yourself. Self-destruction is where you create a lot of problems in your own life that's brought on by you, in order for you to not reach your fullest potential, in order for you to be set back, maybe possibly end up in jail or dead, or end up around bad people, where you'll end up becoming a drug addict or an alcoholic or something like that. So just be careful, be mindful, and pay attention to what you're watching, because a lot of these things that you're watching is meant to be a distraction, and is not meant to help you to be a better person. Okay, all of these videos where you see all of these competition and these challenges, if they're not a challenge where it's telling you to read a book or something like that, if it's not a challenge where it's telling you to learn more about science, learn more about math, or anything like that, to learn more about languages and stuff, history, then it's definitely meant to hold you back. So be careful of the type of music you listen to, because music is vibrations. So be careful with it at all times, because the things that we say and the things that we think and the things that we take into our minds are meant for us to and meditate on them, in order for them to help our brain and help our aura and help our energy to vibrate at hopefully a higher frequency. But depending on what you're listening to, if it's talking about addictions and things like that, things that are bad toxic traits, whether it be, like I was mentioning earlier, it could be jealousy, it could be physical, emotional, or mental abuse, to hold you back, or constantly trying to belittle you and make you feel down about yourself, or make you not feel like you're worth it or anything, or just like these videos where people are constantly showing off like the kind of houses that they live in, whether it be big or something, or these nice cars and things like that, stuff that they more than likely are just paying to rent, or Airbnb houses or something like that, just for show, but it's not really meant is not really theirs, and they might just be doing it just to get their views up, or whatever the case may be, and it's giving you a false belief, or a false illusion, or basically a false picture of what really is their life, and that's just to help their life to get better. Is basically to scam and rip people off like you, people who don't know any better, who continue to watch it, and then now you feel bad about yourself, because maybe at that point in your life you're not there at that status yet. So be careful about this. This was just something that was on my mind, and I wanted to share, because I want, if you're an adult especially, to be mindful of the things that you're putting out there. Be mindful of the things that you're choosing to partake in, because it can cost you your life, as well as cost a child their life, because they're basically trying to follow after you off of a false pretension of something you're putting out there that is not real. Okay, so you need to know better and do better, and learn how to love yourself, and basically fall in love with the person who God created you to be. So that is my message for today. I hope that you have a great, prosperous, and fulfilling day, and make better decisions in your life on today. Bye.